Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. Today I wanted to touch upon the subject of the power of your words, also the power of your thoughts. It's very, very important because what I've noticed is there's so many people that are really self-sabotaging their fate. They don't realize it, but what they think usually will manifest. For instance, I have a lot of clients that have suffered terrible breakups. And, my heart does bleed for them because I hate seeing people in pain. I really do. I remember those days, when you thought that maybe he was the one or she was the one and it wasn't. And it's a very hard thing to have to sit there and go through. But I will say something to you. It's one thing to be educated by what we have to walk away from, the lesson. But it's another to think that you're going to always be alone. Many times I see and I hear people, they say, I know I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life, or God, I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life. And I just say, but you won't be, but if you will, with that mindset. It's very important. Listen, we're humans. And when bad things happen, we are allowed to grieve. I will say that. But you're not allowing yourself to move forward. Please don't allow yourself to stay stuck. You have to reinvent yourself maybe to a new normal. But that doesn't mean you should ever stop giving up. So the power of your words can really infracture in such a high level and you don't even realize it. Or that you think it's going to happen again because you're inducing that to actually happen. When you have a bad breakup, what I need you to say to yourself is, he or she may have not been the one for me that I thought, that I was hoping for, but that doesn't mean the right one still won't come into my life. You have to believe it. As sad as you are, believe it. Many times we have tragedies that really, they hit us in a very raw way. I have a dear friend who suffered a traumatic brain injury. And he's been doing this now for 11 years, trying to get his body back to normal. And I give him so much credit. So Mike, if you're listening, this is for you, Michael. I can't say how proud I am for every new therapy that comes your way and the ability that you fight every single day to be the best that you can be. You touch a lot of people, but mainly you're touching your soul by the experience that you've let in, and it doesn't defeat you. So the power of your mind and the power of your thoughts is really incredible. Yes, you suffered a traumatic brain injury, but you know what? It didn't injure your thinking in progressing. And that to me is really something. So I give you so much credit because it's your choosing, just like it's all of our choosing. What do they say? It's not what is given to us, but how do we pick ourselves up? So you can remain the victim or you can do something about it. And that's what I'm trying to say. Choose your words when you're speaking to somebody. Don't degrade them, because it's very, very disheartening to hear that. Maybe when your child is failing at something, remind your child what that child is good at. Okay? The power of words have a big impact to how we feel about ourselves when this happens. Really. Shift. I always use that word because we have to shift. Think about whatever bad is going on, think about what is good and going on. You have the power to edit your mind, and you have the power to decide if you're going to stay the way you are or you're going to open yourself up to so much. The world is filled with possibilities. Do you want to be one of these people to have these possibilities, or do you want the door to keep closing? Very important what I say. When I hear people, they'd say, I hate to exercise. You know what? How about just saying, I don't like to exercise, but I got to get my body moving in different ways. Okay? So you don't have to exercise in the traditional way, but get your body moving. Don't shut the door. Again, the power of your words. Don't say it's never going to happen. Start saying it will happen. Think about it. Don't put the timelines on. That's where you're making the mistake. You're not the universe. Universe has a different agenda for us. Just be open to the possibilities, but you have to continue doing the work. If you do your part, universe will reward you. But you can't keep saying, well, how much longer? I'm doing the work. I'm so tired. You know what? That can't be part of your vocabulary or your thought process. It's very interesting. If you're bored, take a walk. If you can't walk, declutter. Play a game with somebody. Do something. Stop finding excuses not to and find reasons to. This is so incredibly important. You know, I know the world is it's testing our patience, and I do know that. But at the same time, it's testing us for a reason. Spiritually, it is. We don't have to have all the answers. Is it a tough world right now? It is. But is it going to break us? Well, that's up to you. I know for me, it will never break me. The power of my spirit that I see for others, but also what I feel for myself, is very strong. You can choose the depth of your strength. You can. And it really is up to you. But if you allow it to knock you and keep you down, nothing good will come through for you because you've already decided that a long time ago. So for all of the people that keep going, such as my dear friend Mike, good for you. Don't ever lose faith in you and always have the power of belief. Like I said, we're human. We can expect to have hard times and we can be down. Absolutely, but you don't stay in it. And for those of you that are alone and you want the significant other, or you want children, or whatever it is, you know what? Put that intention out there, but go about your business and be the best person you can be. If you have your own business, credit your employees. Don't take credit for everything. When was the last time that you told your employees what a great job, that you couldn't do it without them? You know, my husband was always self-employed, and he never told people, this guy works for me. He would say, this guy works with us. See the difference? And I have to tell you, I have to credit my husband because all his workers have stayed the whole 36 years that my husband had this company. So that says a lot for my husband. Why? Because he never talked down to them. He never talked at them. They were a team. And you have to look at it that way. So if you want to be a better person, it starts with you. And what could you do to make it better? Because when you can make things better, you're going to feel better. But you never stop being a better person. Being a good person takes work till the day that we pass. Your job is never done working, one way or the other, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. That's what I wanted to talk about today. Please, the power of your words. Don't use weak words. Use strength. When you're thinking about something, let the strength come in because it will make all the difference. If something isn't working in your life, have the strength to get rid of it. You know, a lot of fear is out there, and a lot of people do know what they need to do, but they're afraid. But here's what I say, and I challenge that. As unhappy as you are with a certain situation, can you picture yourself the next 20 years with that same situation? It puts everything in perspective, doesn't it? Okay, so remember that, because I'm telling you, and this world will get better in time, but you know what? Whatever is going on in this world, it's not going to poison my world. And that's what you have to say. And that is what you're in control of. Your world, your surroundings, your life. Okay? I hope that this has given you courage to think outside the box. Because when you do, you will get more. Just remember, in time. Don't rush the process. You will get and reap the rewards later, I assure you. So until then, I hope you have a beautiful week. And I hope that it has enlightened you and given you strength within you. And we all need the reminders. Become the best person you can be. Don't ever stop working hard, okay? Until then, subscribe to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I love you with all of my heart, and I want the best for each and every one of you. All the best. Take care. Bye-bye.